Underwater Rugby channel, broadcasting live from Vienna, Austria, the Euroleague Underwater Rugby this season. This will be the last match of the day here on the first day of the competition, and this will be between Betta in blue and Vienna in white. Introducing for Betta, wearing number 4, Samali Yusula. Number 8, Sergei Leonov. Number 9, Anton Churzin. Number 11, the captain, Viktor Krylov. Number 12, Ilya Azora. Number 13, Tommy Suomalainen. Number 15, Jim Holmbeck. Number 16, Alexander Bakana. Number 33, Alexei Pryazhnikov. Number 39, Timu Leti. Number 88, Leo Selahov. And number 99, Tom Holmbeck. In reserve, wearing number 10, Henrik Nielsen. And the coach, Alexander Krylov. On the opposite side of the pool, wearing white, playing for Vienna, number 5, Matthias Wurm. Number 6, Andreas Dansman. Number 9, Juan Erazo. Number 10, Thomas Schenkely. Number 11, Matthias Neuntefel. Number 12, Philip Cressy. And the captain, wearing number 13, Petter Kalskruber. Number 15, Andreas Schneiderbauer. Number 16, Andreas Juffmann. Number 17, Martin Meskius. Number 20, Stefan Nuncic. And on the reserve bench, call Victor Tumba, Thomas Denk, and Marcus Wimmer. The coaches are Heinz Fubert and Jan Kinderman. And the referees in this match, on deck, Thomas Berg. And in the water, Robert Glock and Rafael Tito de Moras. And in charge of the protocol table, Wolfgang Beck. Okay, match is about to start. This is the last match of the day. It's going to be an interesting one. And somebody told me that Denise Schmutz is going to join us here. I'm looking around. Where is Denise? Hold on just a second. I'm going to take a look over to the balcony edge here. Okay, so what's interesting about this match? Vienna doesn't want to end up at the bottom of the table, and circumstances have turned out so that there's more pressure on them because Aachen won their match, a match that Vienna didn't expect them to win.
1 minute.
So now beating Betta will be a tough challenge for them, and to make it more difficult, Tommy Suomalainen, who received a one-match ban for an incident in the last round in Copenhagen when there was an altercation. So Tommy Suomalainen has sat out for one game, and he's back. And he's a very tough player, the kind of player who can score goals and make a big difference. So it's tough for Vienna. We have to say that they are the underdogs, but they do have a stronger team this season. They've got Martin Meskis and Hannes Hoffmann. That's strengthened them. So we can't count them out completely. We have to see what they can do.
6 players in the water. 6 players in the water. Ready?
And here we are. Oh, they arrived at the ball almost simultaneously, and we're going to be joined here shortly by Denise Schmutz, a Vienna player who has actually played in the Euroleague. And here we are. Welcome, Denise. It's great to see you. So you're going to have a chance to talk about your own club playing here. You are an expert commentator, especially on Vienna. So this is a tough match for Vienna.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm quite nervous.
I'll just make sure that you're on. You can sit here. Okay. And we're joined here by. Oh no, that's. So, this is a tough match. Betta is a very tough team, and they're very physical.
Yeah, that's true. There were a lot of surface fights in their last game, and already in this game. So I think Vienna will try to pull the game down and keep the ball running.
And we're joined here on the balcony by a third commentator, and your name is?
That's Paul Rosenkrantz from Graz.
A Graz player, so not a Vienna player, but So right now it's Betta with the ball, and they're coming over from above and passing down, coming in, attacking, and Vienna's pushing away, and the goalie has it and clears, and he's coming all the way over, and it's a good fast break here, caught by the leg, and a teammate comes. Now, would you like to see somebody else come sooner there, Denise? Or it was?
Yeah, a bit, but it was. I think it was still quite okay. They could have done worse. There were two people waiting already. So
He got out well. So that's what we have to see consistently. Now Holmbeck is coming.
Is it working?
Blue free throw.
Okay, now it works.
Yes, now.
Okay, I'm
Good.
Paul from Graz. Today I played with Egge because they had some troubles bringing more guys here, and yeah, now I will try to help your commentating in the Vienna game.
Great game. It was every game that the temporary Egge team played was very exciting.
Yeah, it was the second game was really a lot of fun. It was a nice game. We also enjoyed it. The first game was a bit troublesome because we had problems with each other, not with each other, but all playing together was not that easy. In the second game, it worked a lot better.
So, yeah, that was good. We can talk about that a little bit more in a second. But
Yeah.
a match report, Denise. What's going on here? The ball possession has been mainly with Betta so far. Oh, the moment I say that.
yeah, that there they should have just kicked off way quicker. They waited in defense instead of just kicking out and getting the ball from the person who won it.
Good. So they've lost the ball again, and we have the player list here, so we can even refer to them. We can check the numbers quickly. You got to play in rounds of Euroleague, and you know how tough it is. How much harder is this than Austrian national play?
You first?
Yeah, it's. I mean, for the national team in Austria, I play for the women's team, so obviously the physical component is a lot more challenging when I played in Euroleague. But and also it's 2 times 15 minutes stopped time, so that's always a good thing. And yeah, the level is really good.
The level is really high, yes. But the thing is, I can really say because today we played with 10 players, and so it is always hard to play with 10 players. And of course, here it was a bit more extreme, but the level is really, really high. It was, yeah.
Everybody has ball handling skills,
Yeah.
and they're aggressive. That's the thing
Yeah,
about it. There are very few players who are passive. Everybody is doing something.
And they're all physically strong, and they have amazing stamina.
So Vienna is surviving so far, and
One free throw.
there's about 5 minutes of the match, a little over 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes is gone, and no score. So that's positive.
That's true. I hope that they can still turn the game and be a bit more offensive too. But maybe they just try to get into it in the beginning, take it slow, and don't overdo it.
Oh, caught unaware there, and the ball was just taken away, and Betta's coming. And that was a good example of mistakes. At this level, if you make a little mistake, you lose the ball instantly. So this awareness of where everybody is coming and the danger is pretty high. That was Prajnikov. He's not a very big player, but he seems to manage rather well in this tough physical circumstances.
Yeah, he's quite experienced as far as I know, and that's something you can really play here with the experience, and that brings you a lot further.
Yeah, so the history behind Betta is a lot of it is the Russian U21 team grown up, and now they've lost some players, and there are troubles in Russia with the organization, but these players are in their prime, a lot of them. So it's not surprising that they're doing pretty well now. The question is what they will have afterwards in a few years' time. So. Oh, went right between his legs.
Luck for Vienna.
So that's Peter Kaltgruber now doing the counter. He's a really fast player, small but fast.
And he's opportunistic. He doesn't let the opportunities just disappear. He gets them.
And that's one of the most important things in Euroleague, I think, because the tempo is so high. If you don't take your opportunities, you just lose it.
He stayed on his stomach there when he was going across, and I noticed a lot of the German players, they go over on their backs quite quickly when they're swimming with the ball. And I think that's a good habit, or to turn, to rotate in order to shake off the people trying to grab your ankle. But I think in this particular situation, Peter was thinking that he really had a big jump on them, and so he just wanted to sprint, and he didn't want to think about anything else. But he got caught by the ankle. So, but he's in good shape, so he'll be able to keep doing this for the whole match, I think.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. Peter is in good shape. He can do that.
He's training all the time.
Yeah, he is. He's putting a lot of effort.
And Thomas Shankely. Now, Betta's coming in and pushed away. And now Vienna has the ball. Who's got that, taking it there?
That's Matthias Wurm. He
Wide
was the
free
one
throw.
on the surface
Attack
from Vienna.
ahead of the service.
I like the jersey with the red on it.
And not on purpose.
And it's even got a sponsor, Planters Restaurant or Bar.
Yeah, got it. And Tom Harris. It's
Both
Tim
teams.
here in Vienna.
Both
Far as
teams.
I know.
Please.
Yeah, we
Two
get
number
2
13
memberships
on
from them, so it's a win-win situation for us.
Who are you going to send to work out then? Or are you going to sell the memberships?
No, the players work out at John Harris Fitness. They get the membership for free from them.
Okay.
That's the sponsorship,
Okay,
basically.
that's good. Yeah.
So they all look like Matthias Wurm in a few years, maybe.
The Tommy Suomalainen there, I think. Yeah. So Tommy Suomalainen shouldn't be the captain, or let's see, what did they write down? They didn't write down a captain. Oh, they did, yeah.
Victor.
It should be Victor. Or maybe Tommy's getting a warning for something, or...
Chief. White chief captain, do you want to talk to me? Do you want to talk to me?
So Thomas Merck, the deck referee, is asking Vienna if they want to discuss whatever
Both
they've been
teams ready?
discussing, but we don't know what they were discussing really. It would be unfortunate if Tommy Suomalainen got in trouble so soon
Wide free
after
throw.
he'd already been suspended for one match.
Yeah, but it would be good for Vienna.
It would be good for Vienna. Yeah, Jim Holmbeck and Tommy Suomalainen, they are very difficult players to deal with. They can individually score even against stronger teams. They have that kind of extra determination.
But are troublesome in a team or?
They're troublesome,
Yeah.
period.
That's the last round.
Yeah. Well, they so far 0-0 still, and we're 6 minutes left on the clock here. So good for Vienna. I think a tie would be all right for Vienna, to be honest.
I'm sure about that.
Yeah, they'd be happy.
Yeah.
Would you feel that way, Denise? A tie would be okay.
Yeah, a tie would be okay. I think so, yeah. But there are a lot of fans also down in the pool area, and I think they're really motivated to.
Yeah, that
they want to
helps,
give
sure.
everything.
For them, it's a home game. They play at home, so maybe that motivates them even more.
Oh, here comes Betta. hiding behind the referee's cord, umbilical cord. All the way over. And the goalies.
No goalie on the Viennese basket.
The goal's been stolen. But
Oh,
they
no,
were
they took
unable
the
to
basket.
capitalize on it.
Ball was never close to the goal, so
Ah, it was.
luck for
Yeah.
Vienna. It's Stefan Mundstedt? No.
No, that's Peter again.
Peter,
Peter
yeah.
goes over.
This time he spun around.
Yeah. And also there's two people really in front of him and helping him. So
Yeah, so I think Peter's one of my, an exciting player. I like to see what he's going to do. He's coming up with something. And now they're coming into the bottom as Thomas Shankly.
yeah, but I think it just took too long for the second wave to come in. There were 3 players from Vienna. And then there was a break and only 1 player attacked against 2 or 3 from the Betta players.
Yeah, sometimes Thomas Schenkeli is able to do that, but the level here is something different than the championship in Austria. Yeah, we would have done the goal, but
I was talking to Denise about that also. It's that you could do certain things, like against the women, you could do that, and then you can't do it against those bigger guys. So it's a very it's nothing wrong with the play. It's there are limitations, and this is the situation. Thomas Shankly might be dominant in a division play in Austria, but it could be much tougher at this level.
yeah. But I think
he's experienced
he's
also.
experienced. He's also doing quite well here. He's playing really good, also in the Euroleague. But yeah, in
He's
other
an elite
leagues would have
player.
done that goal, but here not.
Yeah. No, I mean, I consider Thomas Shankly to be a star player also.
Yeah.
Like a tier, like a B plus A minus EuroLeague player. He's a good player.
Yeah.
But it's a team sport. And
That's true.
Vienna also had an extra training Friday night in this pool together with the German players who play for them. And that might be a bit of an advantage so that they could really train together like they are playing today in the pool right here.
and it was Martin Meskis who scored the winning goal against Akeren with 1.6 seconds left.
Yeah, that was such an exciting match.
I was watching it on live stream. It was, I think it was it in the evening? Oh, no, it was afternoon or something, and it was really exciting. It doesn't matter. It was really exciting. We were at home. I was watching it with friends. We were all standing in front of the TV. We couldn't sit anymore because it was so thrilling. The end was fascinating.
We have a referee review of the
So
game.
that referee review of what happened here. Andreas Schneidebauer. Oh, I like this. The jerseys are great. Yeah. Planters. Planters is the bar.
Yeah,
And that's associated with Robert.
yeah.
Bloch, yeah.
He's
So
the owner, I think.
he's a celebrity in Vienna. As minor.
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah. And he loves underwater rugby. So that's great for sport. Yeah. So
He's a
if you
great
have a team dinner or something, do you book? It's an expensive restaurant though. So.
Yeah, we usually have our Christmas parties there.
All right.
Really fancy Christmas
Good.
party.
I guess I have to just show up for Christmas. And
I thought so too.
so what are they reviewing? We don't know. We maybe send somebody down to find out, but we delay for a second, or should we? So do you want to go? Are you?
I can go, yeah?
All right. You could even take the microphone with you. Referee replay. Oh, the ball, it was in. Or not. Hard
That's
to tell.
a good question.
It looks like it could be a little bit out still.
Yeah.
Hard to say. Very close. I mean,
Yeah.
that's very hard to say.
So they are reviewing the scene if it was a goal for Vienna or not.
Yes. What do you think?
I personally think it was a bit more than 50%, which was in the basket. So
But it's 50. You have to be 100% then, don't you?
that's true. But it, like what the part you saw, and I don't know.
Oh, you mean that the more than 50% underneath?
After a
Yeah.
video, there's penalty and a 2 minutes to blue number 4 for putting Zach into the basket and lifting the try to hold the ball away from the goal. So 2 minutes to blue number 4 and a penalty.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting development.
So some of the useless got a 2-minute penalty, and there's going to be a penalty shot, but they didn't call it a goal. So how do you explain that? I didn't get it exactly.
Me neither, but I'm not a trained referee. What's
What
your
was it
opinion?
that he took the ball out, or
As far as I understood and as far as I've seen on the
White
review,
players,
they took the
blue
ball
players.
out, but I don't know why they don't give a goal. Maybe there was something in beforehand. So you see he was holding on the basket.
oh, okay?
Players ready?
So he's a goalkeeper, or yes, goalkeeper. He was holding the basket. Some usually.
45 seconds.
He's a really young player from Krefeld, under 21. Really strong player too, but
Krilov
wow.
has got the ball. That's it.
I think there are a lot of defended penalties today for some
goal.
reason.
Yeah,
I think I've never seen that many defended penalties in a day.
Exciting.
Yeah.
But the problem is not over, because now it's a power play in favor of Vienna, and power play makes a difference.
I think that Betta will try to keep the ball on the surface during the penalty. So I hope that the Vienna players can keep the ball down and the game fast.
Oh, he grabbed his head there.
Oh, that was...
They could ask for a video review of this.
Teams ready?
Well, I think that was
It's too late now.
that was not legitimate. He grabbed his head, but I mean it's very typical in underwater rugby to see that kind of head grabbing. It's not unusual. He didn't hit him or anything like that, but the really terrible players like Eva Björn and Emma, they don't allow you to touch their head. So.
But even if they didn't score the penalty now, you see Vienna is playing quite well here today. So I think they also enjoy it.
But they could lose heart if they don't score during the power play.
Yeah, they should really use that advantage now.
And like you said, they would go to the surface, Beta, and just lock the ball up
Yeah.
and waste time. So we see here number 12 and number, who was it, 10? Timo Letti and Tom Hombeck. Or was it 15?
Oh, and now it's 4 Vienna
It was
players
15.
on the surface, and that's the worst thing that they could do, in my opinion. In my opinion, in such a situation, they should just let go of the players on the
Free
surface
throw.
and force them
To dive.
to do something, to dive, to
But
play the
they
ball.
can just lie there on the surface and hold
Yeah,
the ball.
but then one player should attack them.
Yeah.
But now there's 5 or 6 players in total on the surface, and the game is just dead.
So, but now it's a free throw in favor of Beta. And they're taking the ball down. And how much time is left on the penalty? 51 seconds? Yeah.
Yeah, they're still keeping it slow and to take time off the clock and get again. And when there will be 5 players again, 6 players again.
Experience, they're experienced.
Yeah. They now know how to not lose a power play.
Oh, Oh, Vienna almost got it, but not quite. And
In my
4
opinion,
points.
they are not really playing aggressively enough. It's in such a situation, they should kick out way more agile and faster.
Well,
But it's
one
getting better.
of the things is if you have to take the ball away, maybe you have to commit 2 players, one to grab one arm and one to strip the ball away. But there's a risk in that you'll be over. They can pass by you, and then you'll have more trouble by the goal.
Yeah, especially when you're close to your goal, the risk is quite high. So probably that's why they didn't do it.
And these guys are strong. Look at. I think it's Bacana. They're lifting weights at home. They're not weak. Oh, now. Pass over to the other side. Now, a chance. Oh, dangerous, unstable situation. If this goes on too long, I think they'll score. But
That's Philip again.
Maybe that was the breakthrough.
yeah, good defense. And the backs are staying down, but they may be getting tired now.
Yeah, there are 40 seconds left, so
Yeah.
it's Thomas, thankfully.
Yeah. Now don't lose the ball because they're coming straight back over Betta, and a pass downward. He has to retreat to pick it up.
The 10 seconds, so that's maybe going to be the last attack for Betta.
That's
They
right.
are screaming, everybody down, everybody down.
Yeah. Dive. Okay. So Betta has got through the first half. 0-0, scoreless tie. That's got to be pretty good.
It's a success for Vienna, I would
Yeah.
say.
And inspiring for recruitment. And what about the people in the rest of Austria? Is there any development now besides the 2 main cities?
Besides the main cities, it's a bit troubled right now because in Salzburg they lost a lot of players. I can't actually really say why. I just noticed that a lot of players have gone. And also at Klagenfurt, the other city where they played, it's working.
Highlights. We can't take a break.
Noch nicht. Die Wechsel kommen später erst, beide.
On the air. I'm Davral Tien. You're tuned in to the Underwater Rugby channel, broadcasting live from Vienna, joined here with Denise Schmutz and, I'm sorry, name again.
Paul Rosenkrantz
Paul
from Graz.
Rosenkrantz, yes, who has played for his first time ever with Egia, and he enjoyed it very much. He's got a big smile on his face all the time now, thinking about the day. So it was a great match.
Okay.
Okay,
Now, Karl Richter Trummer is coming in, and Matthias Wurm is leaving.
Carl is also a player from my hometown where I play. He's a colleague. And yeah. Just looking forward for that match. He trains hard.
So do you think that you could play for a EuroLeague team to go to try to find a team to join? Or
I can imagine that, but I don't know if my level is high enough for that right now. But maybe in 1 year, maybe 2 years, or maybe someone I can play for Vienna. I would enjoy it.
But you get the free gym membership now. No.
No, but I think that's just for Viennese, really Viennese players. So no, but
I got the gym membership a year ago.
I go to gym in Graz, so it's okay.
Now the players are now putting their fins back on. It's time to hop in the water and start playing again. I could see here the Vienna players, they don't seem to play with waterways, or are they playing with Nemo waterways? Or are they playing with the leader fins? What do they play with?
It's different, but
Most of them have Nemos.
Nemo
Yeah.
fins,
Yeah.
okay. So those are black, and that's why it looks like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but just to go back to the recruitment of children, young people to play, it seems like if you teach swimming, then you get the kids from swimming, and if you're working with the kids, teaching them swimming, and then you get a few of them to come, then I want to go, and then you're all set.
Yeah.
But
They all bring their friends, and that's how it works. You get 1 or 2, and they bring friends, and you get like 5 or 6 suddenly, and that's really good. It would be good for the sports if we can force it, or not force it, but get more like that.
hopefully after the publicity that comes out, there will be more interest now in
Yeah, there's even an article in a big newspaper in Austria now, so there's a lot of publicity from this event.
sort of. I think that was.
Yeah, I already recruited the first woman today. It seems to work a bit better in Vienna with the women, the recruitment. Since January we have an extra women's training once a week. And for a lot of the women it's much more appealing if they can only train with other female players. And it's easier to convince them to join us somehow.
Yeah. Once they're addicted, they'll play with the guys as well.
Yeah, probably.
Where's Steffi? I thought she would come and
I think she had to work today because she was posting a new tattoo on Facebook today. I saw, and I was talking to her yesterday if she wants to come because I was sitting with her when I got asked if I want to play, and she said no, she doesn't have time, and yeah.
Oh.
But she's watching the live stream now.
Okay, hi out there, Steffi, the tattoo artist who plays underwater rugby and is building the national team with Denise. Here was when you see the Betta players holding the ball, it's with such authority that I have the ball. If you come, I can put it between my legs, or I can do something. You cannot take it from me, and I'm strong, and I know what I'm doing. So it's a little intimidating. I would feel that way if I were coming up upon them.
They really show you how strong they are, strong they play.
Here up to the surface, holding on.
Vienna wants to push them away from the basket.
And you're going to push out of bounds. Yeah.
There are a lot of out of bounds today.
Somebody said the pool is too narrow, but I don't think that's the problem.
it could have some effect, but it's not ruining the game or anything like that. No,
No, not that it's ruining the game, but
and I found that old friend of mine, his daughter, 12. He says he's coming tomorrow, and maybe he'll bring her. So but if you have one 12-year-old, you have to find 2 or 3 at least. So
Yeah.
I know that when my daughter started playing, and came from the swim club, and she said, "Okay, Dad, I will try your crazy sport." And she brought one of her teammates too. It's mentally very hard for a 16 or 17-year-old girl to say, "I'm going to go and wrestle with hairy old men." Now she doesn't care. It doesn't matter.
yeah, I think you get used to it.
Yeah, but in the beginning, it's weird. Yeah.
For
Yeah.
me, it was always fun.
Yeah. It's easy. You go to practice and you can wrestle with the hairy old men, and you can take them out for coffee and Wiener, whatever. I have to do that before we go out and have some Viennese pastry.
Like Sackertorte or Apfelstrudel.
Now I'm hungry. We haven't had any meals today except sugar. Apple strudel's not too sweet though. I think in Vienna it would be quite a lot of apple taste and
Yeah.
pastry.
Yeah.
So Vienna's holding on to the ball, making an attack, and I would say being pretty aggressive, playing the way they know, and a pass down the other side. There's a chance. Oh, he dropped it, but they're...
And for a second there was a block, but he left too early. And the defender...
Now they're back again.
came through.
They're playing really strong
Thomas
today.
Shankly came in again, yeah. I don't think you could say you always keep the ball when you go in. There is some risk. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That
need
was
to
nice
take the risk.
forechecking there.
If you don't take the risk, you will never score.
yeah, here they come. Okay, here it is.
He's like alone against 4 players or something.
But it was Kaltgruber, I think. Or
Yeah.
I have had this kind of debate with other players before that if a very good player is trying to inspire their team and they're going in and attacking by themselves, trying to make something happen, is it not their team's responsibility to get there and help? They have to do it because they're trying to lead by example. But then maybe it doesn't work. So
Yeah, but somebody has to start the attack, and if you leave him alone in front, yeah, it's your fault, not his fault.
Philip Kresick came in there, and did he keep the ball? Who got tied up on the surface?
But their forechecking is much better now.
And they're in better condition probably also, compared with the first season of Euroleague, I would
Yeah,
guess.
Yeah.
definitely.
For sure.
And it makes it very difficult for Graz. Well, they have some players from Graz as well, so. But it raises everybody. If you know
Yeah.
that the other team is in Euroleague, that you have to train more.
I think we also feel the difference in Graz. We have these 3 players who play constantly in Euroleague. Also, we have Archer Fuchs who played in Euroleague, and they all raise the level of training we have at home, hometown.
Oh, can he get the pass over to the other side?
It's Hannes on the goal.
Yeah,
He usually doesn't play as a goalie, so
he can do everything.
he
Hannes.
can do everything.
Yeah. Webmaster.
But I think that Jan Kinnaman can't play today. That's a big loss for the team. Because he's a very big player with long arms,
Yes.
strong too,
A lot of air.
a lot of air.
He's a very smart player too.
Yeah.
He knows where in the water he can make put some effects in the game and make it difference.
When he's been sitting here, his mind is going at a very high rate, so he
Yeah.
almost cannot His mouth cannot keep up. And so I really learned a lot, and I enjoy listening to him. I just want him to slow down a little bit, just so that everybody can keep up, you know, and he can make his point a little bit clearer. Because he's very smart.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're just played with him, and after that you're discussing the game together with him, and there is so much information he has in his mind, and he wants to give it to you, and you're like, okay, I understood like 50% of it, but also these 50% were really good, but yeah, he's really good in mentioning everything he saw in the water.
There are great players like that, people who remember everything from when they come out and they say, this is what happened, this is what this player should have done, that's what that player should have done. And that's really amazing. So right now, though, we're still 0-0, and the clock is showing a little bit over 8.5 minutes left. So still going well for Vienna, and Vienna has to clear out of the zone. Now's a chance. Immediately attack.
This was Carl with the drummer here. Now it is.
I like this going up to the surface. Nice play. And now with good speed coming over.
3 against 1.
Oh, he couldn't get the pass off there.
He wanted to do the goal on his own, so maybe the pass would have been better in this situation.
He was close to being out of bounds.
Yeah, he tried to push him out, actually.
Yeah, well, I don't...
No.
Was that a case of the referee feeling a little bit guilty about not calling it the first time? Anton Chuzin, my boss. Well, right now he's not my boss. Right now he's a player. But it's amazing that he gets out and then comes back and he does all this stuff. And then he does all this stuff and then he says, oh, good play.
Yeah. Must be that exhausting. I'm not playing today. I'm just organizing and I'm still already feeling tired.
No, Vienna's over the goal fighting again. It's very good, but they've lost the ball. And is that Tommy, was it Jim Holmbeck? Or? Well, I think that Steffi could actually sell to the Holmbecks and other players here. They have a lot of tattoos already. Obviously that they can get another one.
Yeah, maybe next time Euroleague is in Vienna, she can make a tattoo stand. And
Yeah, but it's so difficult. You can't go into the water for 2 or 3 weeks
2
after
weeks,
you
that's
get
the
a tattoo.
main problem for her, to get more tattoos.
I wrote about that,
I have 2 tattoos from her, and I would have even more if I didn't have to play all the time.
Just a bruise.
Yeah, but that's a tattoo from her.
Okay. Wow. Hard. And I like it. She has her own style. Oh, now Vienna coming in hard. And
That's Matthias Neunteufel waiting for the ball in there.
and Vienna gets the ball back again.
It's Philipp Kreisig.
He has USA on his shorts, right?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I have no idea why. Maybe he played for them.
Good play, good ball control.
And only a bit more of over 6 minutes left, so it's going quite well for Vienna.
Vienna could actually win the game because Vienna has had a couple of good attempts. Actually, more than Betta really now.
I just wanted to say that now in the second half they have more activities on the basket of Betta now than Betta on the Viennese basket. So
Vienna could take this one.
Yeah, they're going to the surface a lot now, but it seems to work out.
And Philipp Kreisig again. And he dumps the ball down.
Andres Schneiderbauer, I think.
also a very smart player, Schneiderbauer.
Yeah, after commentating on the Euroleague for a while, then the same players come up the ones with the ball, Schneiderbauer, Schenkeli, Karlsgruber, Nunch, and but other
Nunčić.
players have improved. Andres Jufman and the others, they have all come up. So I think people were worried about Vienna, but now Vienna is improving. So even if Vienna is relegated, I think that they will continue to improve. You will continue to improve. The determination is there now. Okay, coming in from the bottom. Tied up.
That's Hannes with the ball. Oh, that was
Yeah, very good. He's got the goalie. No goalie there.
I lost the ball.
didn't
Yeah.
see it.
Well, I think Betta's got to be frustrated. They are not executing what they should do.
And they just don't manage to get to the half,
No.
to the other half. The forechecking is much better than in the first half time
Yeah.
from Vienna.
On the paper, you would have thought Betta would dominate this game, but now you see something a bit different.
Yeah, and
So they were
well,
not
they're
expecting
missing-
that, I think.
They don't have Boyko, but
Yeah, but that's
they
his own
still
fault.
should be. They still should be. But
Yeah.
also, players like Hannes Hoffmann, they bring a lot of stability to Vienna.
Yeah. Karl Richter Trummer with that ball.
Oh, nice. It's really good stuff from Vienna. I'm impressed. And Vienna's played better and better through this game. Now coming over. 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah, that's Peter. Oh no.
Not bad.
He grabbed the jersey there. Out of bounds. Did you see the grabbing the jersey? So, but the important thing is they stopped the fast break. A good call by Vienna here, I think. A timeout
It's just a bit more, or 3 more minutes on the clock, so yeah.
to get to a tie. Yeah.
I think a tie would feel like a win for Vienna.
But
And
I think
also a
Vienna
loss
could
for Betta.
win, but I think Betta could win also. The goal
Yeah,
could
that's
come
Yeah.
true.
easily
But
here.
but watching the last few minutes, I think Vienna really dominated the game,
Yeah.
and
That is true.
they have
One
good
goal,
chances to score in the last minutes if they keep that.
one goal can happen
play up.
really fast, but we'll see. Vienna is very good. I like the way they play today.
Now this should be on Austrian national TV as a sports show. I mean,
I would totally support that.
yeah. I mean, just this one match, Vienna.
Yeah.
I think people could watch it. It's a good quality picture, and
The HD live stream is
Yeah.
amazing. I really enjoy it when I'm at home watching it. But really cool. Usually we make a team event out of it. We meet at a teammate's place and there we watch all together and yeah, and discuss the game.
Okay. So 2 minutes break for both teams.
Blue took the timeout now.
I don't know why they would do that. In a way, it takes away their possibility of video review.
And Jan is talking again. He always is.
What does Jan do in his civilian life?
He studies psychology.
Psychology, okay. Sports psychology or just psychology?
Just psychology, but he took some courses in sports as well. And he thought about changing into sports psychology somehow. He's just finishing his bachelor degree at the moment.
He's only 25 years old. Yeah.
and already coach of Vienna and also the Austrian women's national team. Actually, Paul is our new co-coach.
Really? Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
We just had the first training camp a week ago.
Last week. It
Yeah.
was 1 week ago, yes.
Okay, but now that there's Betta's coming in, and I'm surprised that they have not done more, really. But now they're trying. They're not a lot of commitment here by the Vienna forechecking. And
As soon as he had the ball, there were 3 guys on him.
it's not good that these people like Holmbeck or Takana. I thought that it was a bad sign. They were getting below the basket.
And it was 1 against 1, and I think Jim Holmbach, he scored.
Yeah, he's a big scorer, big scorer. But now Vienna has 2.5 minutes to equalize.
Number 15. Really efficient there. He didn't have a lot of time and just. Well, I think Betta will now try everything to
Go to the
stop
surface.
the game, go to the surface, and don't let Vienna play. So I hope they will be smart and try to keep it down and fast.
Well, there's one example. When you're swimming like that and the ball is exposed, if you're right-handed, it's easy to do that. So do you have to learn to swim with it left-handed? I don't know. Obviously, it's harder to hold on to the ball with the weaker side, but it's harder to grab, so maybe you have to practice it.
Yes, I think it's always an advantage to know how to use both hands. If you have to go against one player one-on-one, you take it to a stronger hand, but it's always useful to also have some handling skills on your left hand.
Vienna's coming still.
Peter is going down now.
Oh, this guy's strong. So it's just a time killer here.
Yeah, it's Peter against 3, and they are swimming to the other side with him.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's Tommy Suomalainen, who we knew is trouble. So he knows now, just kill the time, 1 minute. And
But we know Vienna can also score in the last second. We've seen that.
there's a history of that.
Yeah.
And it could be now. Oh,
Clever pass to Schneiderbauer.
Well, it's now or never. It's only 40 seconds left.
oh, okay. They're fighting each other. The two Beta
But
players.
they're trying to kill the clock.
Yeah, but
What I think.
they're both holding on to the ball.
Yeah, so nobody else can get there.
Yeah. Yep. So 10
That's
seconds
really
left.
just killing the clock.
Yeah, I think it's over now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Vienna is still very happy with this game. Sadly, they didn't win it or didn't have a tie in the end, but
I
still
wouldn't
think it
say
was.
very
it was
happy because they
no,
did a
okay,
great
not happy. They could have won it, but it was a really good game. So for tomorrow, it will hopefully keep them motivated.
So that was very exciting, and hard for you guys to watch.
Yeah, I'm optimistic for the game against Polisen tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Vienna against Polisen. So watching them play today, I think they can win this tomorrow.
Yes, I think
Definitely.
Yeah.
so. Police took a very bad beating at the hands of Mulder today. 18-19.
I think it's 18-1 against Molde.
Yeah. So
Oh, it was 19-0 for Molde against Polisen.
I'm going to go down and interview Chip Holmbeck. Let's see.
Okay.
What question would you have for him? The first thing to know is